Welcome to Black Love Matters, with a service of therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other.
I find Iron Brack and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or this one. We just gonna go with Niram and Nayan because it's been a minute, y'all. I know we just want to jump on in. How you feel about that, Niram?
That'll work.
Right.
Our love is love.
What?
We are the pinnacle of black love.
I mean, I don't want to be on that pedestal at all. You can remove me. I would like to be a nice in the middle. Okay. Anyway, who are you?
I'm Neil.
I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 304, y'all.
Hey, it's been so long.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black. Okay, what's going on with you?
Well, y'all, I know it's been, almost 2 weeks since we've connected and we talked. Child, so much stuff has happened. Lord, we done moved. I'm sure we're going to talk about that, Niram, and work and life. But we just happy to be back, and we back to get into the routine. But, while, although I've been busy moving and working, I do find time for my binging of Netflix. And there's 2 things that I've been binging on Netflix. The first one is I did it, y'all. I watched The Fall from Grace. Child, when that man told that woman to get him an ashtray, or she was an ashtray, or
Ashtray. Ashtray.
I almost hit the damn ground. Tyler got to do better. I don't like, the thing is, like, every once in a while you can have your little rough movie like this, but this becoming the trend. And I know Tyler done had problematic shit happening for the last few years, but I watched it. And also, that woman who's the leading woman, she been in the game for so long. And I feel like, why is Tyler the only one giving her room to act? That says something else about it too. But I think what did surprise me was Felicia Rashad in it. That's how you can tell Felicia Rashad and Tyler Perry is good Judy, honey.
Why you say that?
Because Felicia Rashad is like the queen when it comes to this and acting. Even like her acting saved this shit, the movie, right? And the thing is, I like the concept. Like, I get it. It's like Black Lifetime-y soap opera. Like, I'm not against it.
It was a telenovela.
Yeah, for black people. I'm totally not against it. But it's like little things that I would have the expectation that black people would be on, like hair. I'm with everybody else. Tyler, why are the wigs so bad? Like, it's just things that is in the black community. We are excellence. We are black excellence when it comes to black makeup, when it comes to black hair. And the thing is, you can pay thousands of dollars for it, or you can be like them other girls and be on Maven hair, and you just buy the 3 bundles and they do it for free to sew in. Well, so the budget's there, Tyler.
But
we're talking about anywhere from $250 a head all the way to $2,000 a head. And honestly, Tyler Perry got money for both.
I think what Tyler is saying is this.
What is he saying? Because it's wrong.
Tyler saying, I'm putting up my own money for this.
So add $250.
Can I finish? Mm-hmm. I'm putting up my own money for this, which means that I did the math, because I know he got his math people to do the math.
Well, from the looks of this show, look like he put on the Post-it note.
I did the math.
Okay.
And for the amount that it's going to take me to do this, just to give my half-ass to it, and for me to put my whole ass into it, it's not going to be a difference. So I might as well just give my half-ass and get this money.
I understand that.
And there's a lot of mediocre white movies out there that make tons of money.
Yes, but what I am saying, there are some areas of black excellence.
Tyler ain't that.
I can, yes, he is. I can handle the white man drinking the empty cup of water. I can handle the people eating imaginary food. I can look past all of that. I don't care about any of that.
I can't.
Like, I can suspend disbelief, whatever it's called. I can do all of those things.
I can look past the microphones.
But when it comes to people, black hair just looking bad, that's not an acceptable thing for our culture. So, Tyler, what I'm asking you to do is please start from there.
That empty cup of water, though.
That white man was committed to that empty cup of water. I can even go with the extras looking at the camera, like they listening to the scene.
Was the guy who was drinking an empty cup of water was also the judge?
What? I don't know. All white people don't look alike.
Because he kind of was giving me the same white man vibes.
I like that stuff that I can look over. For the folks who are in the acting world, is it levels to extras? Like, are there some extras that's better trained than others? Because what was going on there? But anywho, I watched it. All I can remember is Ashtray.
Ashtray.
So I encourage y'all to support Tyler Perry and watch it too. Yep. The next thing that I've been watching is called Nets in Fashion. It's kind of a elevated, more diverse Project Runway. And it is, I'm not done watching, it's really good. And it's a nice diversity of folks on there. There's a lot of people who are like OGs in the fashion game who just haven't got their props. So like the ghost fashion writers, I don't know, that's what they call them. Like there's ghost fashion designers. Did you know that? Yeah. So like for all the Rocawear,
Well, I guess I did because Ablo.
And like FUBU and Baby Fat and all that type of stuff. Like there was one woman, I think her name was Nikki. She was the one who was behind that. Like so that whole streetwear thing. You remember how we kept seeing all this like basically Sean John? That shit kind of looked the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's a reason because it's literally one person. But so she's on there. It's like these Asian women, and it's super, super good. And they have these different contestants. I mean, these competitions is good. But I think it was like episode 3 or 4 is what stood out to me because y'all know Kirby. I forgot his name. It's like Kirby something. He's a high-end black fashion designer. And he basically came on there and defended black women how they need to be defended. Now, what I will say is I wasn't impressed with Kirby, and I forgot the other. I don't forgot that, not Kirby, Nikki and Tasha, whatever their name is. I was not impressed with they fashion the whole show. But he came on there and stood their ground. So basically the competition was streetwear, and all the white folks, they was like, Tasha and Keisha, the black girls, they gotta go. And he was like, that is disrespectful. They have delivered above and beyond they not only delivered on the future of street fashion, they set the groundwork for the street fashion. Now, is it some technical stuff they need to work on? Yes, but is that worth them being sent home? No. Like he stood for them and they was about to go home to the point they was like, all right, deliver the news. He was like, I ain't doing this. And he literally walked off. And that caused them not to send them home and them come back. And they got sent home the next episode.
Because, white people going to do what they're going to do.
White gon' white. But I appreciate him for standing their ground on that. But I will say, bruh, them 2 black girls on there ain't one outfit they put up I would wear. God damn. It's like all they shit look like, you just old school rip the fabric and it just be the fringe. It's like that raw edge. I don't know if raw coming in style again.
It is.
It's horrible though. Maybe because I'm a thicker girl and on top of having material, I don't need the material to be raw. So maybe I'm just coming from a different lens. And I knew they weren't fit making fashion for me as a bigger girl because they did lingerie and they did a bralette and they put a bralette on a big girl without an underwire. I said, oh, girl.
Oh, did her titty fall out?
Basically. And then the black woman. Well, it's lounge. I'm a big bitch. I still wear a bra on when I'm lounging. I haven't not worn an underwire since I've been 10. What are you talking about?
10 though?
10. Big titty committee. Come on, stand up. We wear underwires. Like that is not something that we're like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. You wear it because you really want your boobs to be to your throat. If your boobs aren't to your throat, they're to your knees. Okay.
What about the women who are proponents for not wearing a bra and says that wearing a bra is what makes your muscles weak and your titties sag?
What I'm talking about is fashion. Oh. What you talking about is an opinion. Oh. So you have the right to feel and go the way you want to do. Now, if it look good or not, that's perception. That's all I'm saying. It just don't look good. What? Y'all don't send me no email letters. I don't.
Please do.
I don't want to talk about bras and underwire bras. I don't.
Please do.
If you're a woman of a certain size, you need to underwire.
This is going to be hilarious.
Please don't. Please don't. And I'm not saying, but if you're a woman of a particular size and you don't wear underwires, cool to you. But if you're going to be on a globally syndicated show in the challenges lingerie and your person is plus size, more likely than not, I'm putting the underwire under that bitch. That's all I'm saying. We're talking about global appeal. Not your personal at home with Jerome. You home with Jerome? Shit, just let your titties hang. Why are you? What is why? You don't believe Neil?
Hey.
I'm home with Neil. Cool, no underwire. But if I go in public, or if I'm going for a look, or if I'm going down the runway, I'm trying to walk like Naomi, something got to add up.
I personally like Tyra.
Okay, Tyra too. I can't walk like Tyra in a bralette with no underwire. Oh. And something ain't gonna match. The footsteps ain't gonna match the titty bounce. Then they throw you off beat. You're like, wait a minute. Okay, I guess I'm just making it up. Maybe the black women need to stay. Maybe it's wrong. And I love my black people, right? But ain't now. Y'all tell me if y'all watch the Neston Style. Y'all like the black girl outfits? Oh my God, they was doing like the drop seat pants. Oh, what else shit they was doing? I hate it. Like, it was just every time they put something on the screen, like, you just wanted to love something. And like, then they had it when they was using like cultural prints. It looked like they wrote like they had it where they can create their own prints. It looks like they did stick figures in Lion King. Like it was just, oh my god,
Lion King.
like it was just, what is this? Is this? It just ain't speak my truth. But respect. They got sent home though.
I bet.
Why you say that, Daryl?
I bet they got sent home.
Why you say it like that?
Because the way you dogging them.
I can't give critique.
You dogging them out.
I
man.
ain't dogging nothing out. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Y'all let me know if y'all seen them black one. But shout out to Kirby for standing for them. Because I do think in that situation, the judges were being a little intense on them. Where maybe 2 episodes ago, they should have got on their unfinished ass fabrics. Like, or they'll just have, you know what it is? It's like Nigerian auntie realness.
Oh.
Goes to church.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of ruffles.
I see red, gold.
Yes, pinks, greens, and then so they'll have like, you know, the pants with the ruffle at the bottom.
Yes.
And then they'll do a jacket with the ruffle, and then they'll do a top with the ruffle, and then they'll put a cape with a ruffle. And you be like, sis, do we need all the ruffles?
Maybe that's her style. Like ruffles her thing.
Yeah, but in every challenge?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a signature.
Okay. But then, okay, cool. Okay, now I'm still rocking with
Ruffles is her signature.
you. I'm still rocking with
It's
you.
her red bottom to her.
I'm still rocking with you. So if it's your signature, wouldn't you be able to stitch a straight line for them? So y'all know how it look like when you go to a cheap store and it be bunched up when you're at Rainbow and they try to do a drape, but the line or the stitching still hanging out. That's how that was. So it looks like they are creative directors, not sewers. So I don't know the difference, designers. Maybe they got the vision, but the execution wasn't hitting it for me.
Yeah, it's a difference of like drawing it up. It's a difference between drawing it up and actually taking the fabric and creating it.
Yeah, so I think that was their weakness. So maybe their vision, their creative design was on point, but their execution lacked for me. And I know these are type of, I almost said bitches, these are type of black queens who gonna charge you a G for they shit. And I get all them ruffles, I'm be pissed. Without no underwire? Oh sis, we be falling out. Another thing. I did another brunch with a group of people, and it was super nice, y'all. Y'all be proud of me. I can't finally get out the house, but I prefer not to, as you know. Grammys really wasn't interested, but that white woman wasn't lying, y'all. That white woman who told y'all it's fits and them white men do what they want to do when they want to do it. She ain't a lie. Don't get distracted about her. They talking about her retaliation. Do not get distracted by that, because that white woman ain't lie. What you got highlights from the Grammys? What was going on with Jethro?
Who was Jethro?
The woman with the blonde wig. I mean the black man with the
You talking about Billie Eilish?
No, I'm talking about he had a suit and then he turned into the Elmo emoji with a fire started.
You talking about Tyler the Creator?
Jethro.
That nigga name ain't no damn Jethro.
Don't it feel like it's Jethro?
No.
Oh, okay.
What
Any
about
thoughts on Jethro?
It's a vibe.
Really? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's a vibe.
It is not.
It is.
Y'all liking Jethro?
He a vibe.
Y'all really like the man, so the same one who was eating roaches 3 years ago.
You and these fucking roaches.
Ain't no need for me to forget, because when people show you who they are.
Okay, the dude ate a roach.
S.
Roach.
Just.
Roach.
Okay. What is I didn't understand what he was talking about on that screen.
But you ain't never listened to the song.
Okay, I'll try it again. Did y'all get Elmo on fire vibes? Where's that meme from?
I don't know.
What, Elmo's like worshiping the fire?
It's not even real Elmo though.
Oh, what is that? Somebody made that shit.
Yes.
Well, that was how Jethro them was. Shout out to Lizzo. She won a few things. I actually found a song Lizzo I like. I like that Cause I Love You song.
No.
That's kind of hot.
Which one is that? Hair down, check my nails.
No. It definitely is not that vibe. It's definitely more of a R&B. It's more R&B rock. I like that song. I liked her performance. I mean, she was bouncing that ass. She brought that flute out.
Naomi in that fucking
I hate
flute.
the flute, but she brought it out.
Every time Naomi see that flute, she
That's
rolls
my
her
only
eyes.
critique of Lizzo, is the flute. I don't care about nothing else, but that flute. Can we talk about Billie Eilish, who swept that bitch? Billie Eilish was in her Adele bag. So Billie and Adele, when you see them two in the category, you might as well go home.
Yep. Because they're getting all of them.
Billie kind of lit though. Not my, I can't wait till we get past this phase of whisper rapping and singing. But if we're talking about the bag of whispers, I do like Billie's whispers better than her whispers.
But her wasn't. See, I think her ain't grown out the whisper.
Y'all gonna have to send me a song with her not whispering on it. No, her meaning the artist, HER. Neon really wants me to like her, but
She's a vibe too.
Y'all, what the fuck is vibes? I want a song. What the fuck? I light an incense for a vibe. Like, dim the lights for a vibe. I want music. What are y'all talking about?
The music goes along with the incense light and the lights down.
Oh, I hate whisper music. Like, I'd rather just listen to instruments. What? It's like spoken word. Like, I don't like music where I really can't hear the singer. Like, Billie be on the borderline of that sometimes. But the thing is, her bass bangs so much. Because even with that nice guy, she's like, oh
my God, I wish we had a camera so y'all can see Nyandri.
I'm like, oh shit. Like, her voice almost sounds like an instrument. It sounds very techno. I do like that. Then it's like, like alien abduction. I do like that. But her... I just don't like whisper music. Honestly, I'm about to get in my bag where I want you to holler. Like, I want people to go full Kim Burrell now. I want to be able to hear you clearly.
I thought you were going to say
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, Jennifer
I'm
Hudson.
one step from it. I'm one step from it to say, open your mouth. What are you saying? And Jennifer Hudson on the side just looking at it, talking about, told you so.
Told you.
And I'm like, you right, sis. You told me. Because I'm sick of this whisper shit.
What about Usher and that tired ass?
Some of y'all like that, but that was horribly boring.
That tired ass Prince tribute.
It was boring. His vocals were good, but he was boring.
When I see Usher, I don't see Prince tribute. I don't even see Prince vibes.
No.
There's no Prince vibes.
You know who could do Prince? Like Miguel or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't see Prince vibes when I see Usher.
No, or Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them two definitely Prince vibes. But Usher, I don't even know why he was there. He's wasted my time.
Usher just got done snuck in because he was also at Saturday Night Live.
Oh, he got Confessions 2 coming out.
I thought Confessions 2 already been out.
Well, he got something coming out. Usher dropping an album.
Good for him.
Usher album.
Yeah, I was unmoved by that.
It was so boring.
It was boring.
It was just...
And that's all I remember. Nero, you want to do your check-in? What's going on with you?
It was just so lackluster. He do got something coming out.
I mean, he just had something out not too long ago because he was trying to be like them children.
But that was just a song.
Oh, that one is follow. Niggas come out with songs without CDs?
Yes. It's called a Lucy.
Like a cigarette? Like a lone cigarette that they sell on the street?
Yes.
For $1 at the bodega?
Absolutely. It's called Lucy.
Okay.
And they put the Lucy out to see if what they're working on is the vibe, to see if it's going to take off.
Oh, my God.
And if
old.
it don't take off.
I'm about 3 months from transitioning completely to the oldie station. Just put the fucking music out. These kids, they so scared of their feelings getting hurt.
It's Usher, though.
Just, what? Obviously. Put it out. Be like Mariah. Mariah's still getting #1 hits off. Do we ever mention that?
All I want for
when
Christmas
she came in stunning on you niggas,
is you.
A casual stunt.
Did she win another Grammy for it?
I hope.
It's like the gift that keeps on giving.
Give it. I know. I'm single-handedly have kept that song afloat. What's going on with you, Nero?
So I came back from Germany. Your boy internationally known, and when I'm known on this microphone. I had a great time there. Between talking to press, between having like a press conference and interviews and things of that sort. Like I said, I wish I can tell y'all more about it, but it's for the people who know, like it's hot fire, and for those who don't, like y'all just have to one day wait and see.
Damn, ass.
But I do got some more traveling coming up. I'm heading to London in a week or two for some more good and exciting stuff. And then other than that, like we spent the past 2 weeks like just packing. So I got back from Germany on Thursday. We moved on Tuesday, and when I came back, or before I came back, Naomi was like, "Please don't be mad at me, Nero." And I'm like, "What's going on? Like you broke something that I enjoy?" Because that's usually what it is. She was like, "Nope, I ain't packed nothing but 2 boxes." It's like, what?
Yep.
And so we spent that whole time from Thursday until Tuesday just packing.
Which actually wasn't a horrible amount of time. I kind of like doing it more condensed. Did you? I guess we can talk about it in the packing. But did you not like moving it? Did you not like packing condensed that way? Or would you prefer to have more time?
No, I think
Unpack is actually harder.
Unpacking is definitely harder, especially when you're in a new space and you don't have a home for everything yet.
Yep.
As Naomi looks at all the boxes we got and she shakes her head.
I am.
Like when you move into a new space and like everything don't necessarily translate, like apartment 1 don't translate to apartment 2, it's hard to like visualize and figure out like what new places or new homes going to be, like where a bookshelf going to stay at now, because it don't have room for 2 bookshelves. Like, where do 2 desks going to be or things of that sort. I think that's more or less is the hard part, is trying to figure out how do you translate the stuff from the old apartment that, you spent time to figure out how it's going to translate from the old place and trying to translate it now. I think that's more or less the harder part. Yeah. But I feel like it's going smoothly, especially with, people working full-time jobs and things of that sort. I think it's probably going to take us until the end of the month to be like fully unpacked, I think.
Yeah.
I think eventually like we'll just get tired and just throw some shit away, or we put some stuff in storage or whatever. The other thing is that, you got the Super Bowl happening as this is being recorded. So, shout out to the winners and losers of this, especially with us being in the Bay Area. You can see, red and gold all over the damn place. And like these San Francisco 49er fans are just all over the place, yelling, getting hype and everything like that. So we'll see. I would hope for them to win, because like this will be the second time like the 49ers has been to the Super Bowl since Cap. So that'll be interesting. But I'm also just seeing like how these white folks are going to riot if their team wins. So yeah, let's hop into some pillow talk.
Okay.
So what do you think was your experience with like this whole move and stuff? Like in comparison to like all the moves that we had so far?
This one, it wasn't as hard because y'all know I'm done. I have to pay somebody. Like me taking in consideration, if I ever move, I have to include movers in that budget. I can no longer ask friends to move, God willing. So I think that in itself, not having to move like a mattress and a couch was fine, but it is something to like now the unpacking portion of it. Like even the packing piece of it wasn't that horrible. I really didn't hate the packing piece of like the last little bits, because it's like the last little bits where it's like, this one either don't fit in the box, or like, what am I supposed to do with these little trinkets? Basically,
right.
Just put them in Ziplocs, another box. Actually, I just do not like the unpacking piece of it, because I feel like we're at the point in our life where we kind of have shedded all our first apartment stuff, our first home stuff, and we need to get into more established stuff. So I think even some of the stuff we have is like, it's a mixture. So it's either like really nice things or like really cheap things, and there's nothing in the middle. So it makes it hard, right, when you're moving them in the same space. And I'm trying to get to the point where I just have really, really nice shit, but you can't throw everything out at once.
No, because then you have an empty house.
Exactly. So, but I think that's what's honestly is the hard part for me. Like, I'm just in that point in my life where it's like, I just really like really nice shit. Everything from like, I'm particular about the type of towels I used to wash my ass, to the sheets I lay on the bed, right, to the type of like the stuff. I'm just very that 5 years ago, even 2 years ago, I'm like, yeah, whatever works. Like I make it work. But now I'm like getting super particular about it, and I think movie just highlights all those things. And I think even more so, Niram has a lot of things too, and he says I have things, but I don't have things. All I have is clothes.
You have
paper.
Things.
What do I have now?
You have things.
What?
You have things that be in boxes too.
Like books.
You have books that you haven't used.
And what Niram don't want to test my games, because I would throw everything fucking out in the house. So I don't know if you want to play this game with me.
I don't know if this is a competition to have.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. If you're saying I got things to show you have most things, I would throw everything out.
Oh, okay.
I will have an estate sale and be like, I'll invite people in the house and be like, take whatever you want.
Why would you want to do
everything
that?
$1?
Why would you do that?
Just to prove a point.
That's
so I think that's the hard part for me, because it's like, man, I really would. We got a bunch of these little low end or like cheaper things where if we just buy one nice one, we wouldn't need those. So we're in the middle stages of that, and it's just a weird in between to be in.
Yeah, I think so as well. Like from
even
the
clothes,
move from the house.
Like some clothes, I'm like, oh yeah, this that shit. Another shit, I'm like, what is this? Why am I carrying this in this box to wear one more time?
Or not wear.
Exactly.
I lost train of thought. No, what I was gonna say is it's the same thing. Like we definitely are outgrowing some things and moving some things around, which is I'll say I think that's more or less the fun part, and the challenging part at the same time is like figuring out like where new stuff go, especially when you've like upgraded apartments and things of that sort to figure out what the new schedule is going to be and things of that sort. I think that becomes like more of the challenge.
Yeah.
Like yeah, of course, like you have to unpack. It did feel good to not have to ask friends or find friends to like help unpack. Because, you know who we would have called, or I know who I would have called. I would call Nessie ass and be like, yo, I need you to come and help move this big ass mattress.
Child, I don't know who you going to call because I'm not doing it.
And then Nyambi, we ain't as young as we used to be in our 20s.
Getting hurt.
Our friends are getting old. Ain't nobody got time to be lifting no king size mattress.
And getting hurt.
And, ain't nobody else in the family group worked out but you. So... I don't know what to tell you.
And then we only got a half a friend out here. So what, we got to fly niggas in? So we got to fly niggas in to move? I said, oh, no. Mm-hmm. We just need to hire some folks and go about there. And speaking of the folks who did it, you know what? I often don't stereotype, but I am going to stereotype. My Latino uncles came in and moved the shit out of this house. It was 3 Latino men, and they was older. They were like my dad and my uncle age. At first, I was like, fuck. I thought I paid a nice little amount of money. They got good ass Yelp reviews, and I'm like, oh, okay. They got the dead body and everything. And I was like, well, you know, first of all, they're older, so I'm already gonna put respect on their name. So I'm like, good morning. Can I get you some water? What can I do for you? I'm thinking it's gonna take 8 hours. I'm about to get charged up the wazoo. Mm-hmm. You know, them men had our whole apartment moving about 4 or 5 hours. Not only that, I knew they was a whole different caliber of a nigga when they literally lift. What did they lift? Was you there when they lifted near him, or was it just me?
No, I don't know what it was. You just told me like they lifted something.
Oh, Near, we had like this case where it had all Near weights in it, like the 25-pound weights, and there was a lot of them in there. And I was like, oh, I left that open because it like shows a lot of weights in there. Like y'all might want to take some and do it. He's like, oh no, I got it. He literally lifted that bitch and put it on his shoulder and walked down the stairs like it wasn't shit. And I was like, too fucking shay. Too fucking shays. Mm-hmm. And also we have like a modular couch, so each section is like a modular, and I thought they was gonna tag team that shit. You know, each of them picked up one of them pieces of couches and walked the fuck down upstairs.
What? You ain't take no pictures of that?
What I look like taking pictures of them?
For the Yelp review.
Oh, they getting a 5-star review.
So you can like, these some strong ass motherfuckers.
They is strong as hell. And the only reason I say my Latino uncles are strong as hell because I don't know if my uncles would have been able to do that. They would have been triple teaming it. Because I just know them.
Hey, let's do a team lift on this.
Then they would have expected grits for breakfast when I'm moving out.
You ain't got no food here?
Ain't no bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Breakfast, lunch. They want breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks and breaks.
Exactly.
Do you know them men only took 1 break to get some water?
Hey.
They literally took a 10-minute break. And they was on with it. And they started wrapping shit up with that plastic. They was bomb. But yeah, the Latino uncles, unmatched. Get you a pair of Latino uncles to move your house. What? Good money. And then I surprised them when I hit them with the tip.
You hit them with a tip?
I hit them with a tip.
Ooh, what is it? Thank you.
Ooh, you can see they didn't know. When I hit them with the tip, they was like, is everything how you like it? Can we move some stuff for you? I say, you good. I said, now y'all want to rearrange furniture.
You should have their ass hang up this damn mirror.
Which I didn't know where I wanted to go. Oh. That's what I told him. He's like, what can I do? What can we do? What can we do? I think they're about to say sister. Chica. I think they were about to say Chica.
Mm-hmm. We can start unpacking some of this shit.
You know, I hit them with a little piece of tip because they did it fast. Well, they took a little bit longer than I thought, but the way in which they did it was on point, I would say. Like, every box was where it's supposed to be. Like, all the boxes were in the room.
Except for one thing.
What?
A bookshelf that's still in the bathroom.
Well, you know, it was one who went slow. And you could tell one was slow because because there's always one foreman in charge. He kept cussing him out. He was cussing him out in English and Spanish. Like, stop asking me stupid ass questions. Like, because every time he brought a box, he went to him like, where do it go? He said, bedroom. He says, on top of the box. How many rooms you think in here? He was bullshitting a little bit. They sent him down to be at the truck. Oh. They was like, just unload the truck. We come get the box.
Watch the truck.
Yeah, basically.
Don't let nobody steal nothing.
Yeah, that's why I basically tell him do that job. And they just like, watch the truck, load it up, and we'll take trips coming up. And when we bring up the bit stuff, we'll let your dumb ass know. But now it was just different. What about you? What was different about the experience to you?
I think, it was a little bit hands off of me other than for like the packing and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, because the other stuff, you took the lead on it. So it was pretty much hands off. And I was like, you got it? He's like, yeah, I got it. I was like, all right. I called a few times while I was at work. Mm-hmm. I think the thing was like either or, like somebody would have to like take lead or point at it, and like somebody would have to be somewhere with Mabel. So I was just, at work and had people with loving on Mabel. So, and I did call a few times just to say, like, hey, everything good? Like, you good? Like, you feel safe? Yada, yada, yada. Like, let me know where you at. So, just cause.
You got any tips or things you would do differently for moving and tips for folks out there who are moving? Any tips or things you, like I said, do differently?
I think the greatest thing is that don't try to minimize shit before you move. Just pack that shit up.
I agree.
Pack up everything. Don't try to assort shit. Don't try to minimize it and none of that stuff. Declutter. Pack all that shit up. Pack all that shit up, and then when you get to the new apartment,
then do it.
Just do it there, because then you be like, all right, this is the trash.
And you know what you have space for and what you don't have space for. I agree. I think it was a good tip what you did for the boxes on Miriam. When did you get? We didn't pay for those many boxes.
No, that was a good thing. So UPS, not UPS. Why I keep saying UPS? U-Haul has like free boxes, and if you go in the middle of the week, I would say like a Tuesday or Wednesday, you'll be able to get like a bunch of them. So I just end up going to a bunch of U-Hauls in the area. I'll say about 3 of them, and just picking up all the free boxes. Like, you can just get it as long as they're there. You can get as many free boxes as you want. So I only bought like they have like a quick move box set that has like 20 boxes in there with like tape and like paper and things of that sort, markers.
Yeah,
I bought that, but everything else was free boxes that I got from the free box thing that they had at U-Haul, and they always got it.
Yeah,
and I think that's the cool part, because like it's recycling and shit like that. Because when you buy boxes, you only use them once, and then you want to get rid of them shits
quickly. You only save maybe 1 or 2 boxes.
Yeah,
that's it.
And the thing is, like, when I do a box run, I just give them a blessing, and I just go back and just drop them all off there.
Yeah. Have you taken it? Yeah, you had to take.
Yeah, I took something there. And sometimes, hell, I even try to wait till the weekend. Just so I can see somebody and say, hey, y'all want some boxes? Y'all want these free boxes?
You ready to bless them?
Yeah,
because boxes are expensive.
Hell yeah. Why is boxes so damn expensive?
Out in San Francisco, they have it where you can rent the reusable ones, which is honestly a decent price too, and it's a little bit more stable. But the thing with the reusable ones, they're only like 1 or 2 sizes. Boxes, you need a variety of sizes. I'm sure eventually you'll get to all the sizes with the reusable ones. But I think just giving yourself grace.
Yeah.
It ain't like we used to. I remember I used to unpack on a weekend. Now I'm like, I hope I get to it by March before I got guests.
You said, I hope I get to this by March.
Which I'm not about to stress myself out.
And that's the other thing, like, because we working full-time ass jobs. So, like
this whole weekend, y'all, I ain't packed nothing. My anxiety, depression got up on me. I just literally laid in bed. Look at Mabel. Lucky she got taken out. And that's about it.
I hope she glad.
What'd you say?
I hope she glad.
Did you say, well, she should be glad? What?
Yeah. I hope she grateful.
Probably not. How you think Mabel adjusting to the new spot now? That's actually been a hard thing. I don't see how y'all be moving with animals and kids. It's too much.
I think it took her a few days to adjust. I think the hard part now is that our old apartment had nothing but carpet.
Yeah.
And the only place we got carpet is in our bedroom. So all you hear is like tit-tapping and shit.
Yeah.
And I think the other thing is that she's still getting used because she don't know like where to go, like what her space is at. So I think that's the hard part. So in the bedroom, yeah. So at our old place, like her spot was like by your bedroom, like by your bed, right? Versus now, like we don't even have that room or that space anymore. So trying to figure out like where her new spot is going to be, and like training her up to get there. Yeah. Like once we get her there, like it'd be the thing. I think the other thing is that since she don't know where to be at, she just want to opt out for our bed. So, and I think that's the hard part of like waking up in the middle of the night and telling her ass to get down.
Yeah, she like jump in there. Like she wake up in the middle of the night saying, "Where the fuck am I?" And then she like run and jump on the bed. Like, do y'all know where we at?
It's like a baby.
Yeah.
Like, you get like a toddler that's like 3 or 4 and they've been sleeping in their own bed and they wake up like, Mama, Mama, where are you? Or like, I remember being little and like falling asleep on the couch and then wake up in the bedroom and be like, what the fuck didn't happen? And just wake up, start crying. Like, I don't know how I got here.
Please retrace your steps.
So I think that's what be happening with Mabel.
Yeah, or even her getting used to different house sounds has been interesting.
Yeah, so much so that I bought a couple white noise machines because like it's different noise. So at our old apartment, it was a walk up and our door was about to work up. So like I never stumped, and like that got on Abel's nerves, or like. Or like
she
whenever
hate when somebody stump up a stairs.
Yeah, or somebody slammed the door.
She hate a slam door or a heavy walker.
And I think this one, like, it's only a few times like a door slam or things of that sort, that gets on her nerves or she growls. So I put a white noise machine by the door, so that'll like help mask the sound because she can't hear nothing over that white noise machine because it gets pretty loud.
Yeah.
But I also think that the hard part is since we have somebody that lives above us.
Yeah, we didn't have that before.
We didn't have that before, and that's a new sound for Mabel. Like she like this shit is coming from the sky.
Yeah, that's because she'll look at the ceiling like someone is up there, and you stupid niggas don't even realize it.
This shit is coming from the sky.
And then I feel like then she look at us in shame. Y'all ain't gonna react to that. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't hear this noise or the washing machine.
Yeah.
Y'all don't hear that washing machine.
Because she ain't never heard a washing machine before.
Is that? So we making it from there.
Yeah.
Nice. What else we want to get into? We'll talk a little bit about Power. They on hiatus this week, or you think we should save it all for next week? We'll let the season finale on. Because I want to talk a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about it. Lorenz Tate is one of the fucking goats, and he's fucking underrated. You hear me?
Tell us more.
Lorenz Tate, first of all, he's still 31. Somehow.
How old is Lorenz?
I'm older than Lorenz Tate.
How old is that nigga?
He got to be in his 40s
face
and 50s.
is...
He got to be like, probably in his late 40s, early 50s. And meanwhile, I done got older than Lorenz Tate. How that happen?
I don't know.
How did I get older than him? And I know I shouldn't be older than him.
He's 44.
40, told you? Mid to late 40s? Lorenz Tate is 44, looks 31. I look older than Lorenz Tate.
I am. He's 32. Look 44.
So let's pause and just revel in his lack of aging, his lack of good teeth, his good hairline, his great skin.
Those teeth,
his voice.
That could be flappers.
I mean, but they look good because we've seen other people with flappers out here. We ain't gonna say no names. Gucci Man. That look crazy.
I thought you were going to say Erica Mena.
That look crazy. So even whoever his doctor is has done a great job. Can you please forward them to me?
Why do they make them people with the flappers so damn
I think it's just the lapse in technology. Like, I think once they got them, like when veneers is a new thing, well, to that level, I should say. Like, you usually get a veneer for like a cavity or something.
Like chiclets.
But like, this is a newer technology. So it's just cosmetic technology gets better. It's just going to look better over time. So the first facelifts of today look better than the facelifts of 20 years ago. That's how it is with veneers and teeth, right? It's just more realistic. And also just the aesthetic of what we find in beauty, right? It was something about this screeching white teeth that spoke to like cleanliness and good looks. But now we all know that that's not natural.
No.
So right now people are more to have a little more of a tinge to their teeth. Still bright, but those are more natural. So I think it's just the evolution of cosmetic surgery and standards of beauty have shifted. But that shit don't shift, right? Like when you get permanent shit, like them veneers, tummy tucked and titties adjusted, whatever was considered a beauty at that time, that motherfucker's still standing tall. Like it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
So like, shit like ideal bodies change, right? And all that stuff, it changes over time.
I know. Megan Good still got them semi-primary eyebrows still looking
Did she
surprised.
ever discuss, was that an illness to that? Or did she do that on purpose? I don't know. I mean, even we talking about the shapes now. Like these small waist and big old booties is not probably going to be in style in 10 years. But they probably still going to have that shape. Like, it depends what doctor you went to. Some of that silicone might. You see what K. Michelle said, it start floating around. So if you went to Dr. Miami, you still gonna look that way. But if you went to, the basement, you just gotta go to the doctor.
Right, somebody just...
Nope, we ain't gonna do it. Because we might trigger somebody.
Yes. Okay.
Just make sure you take care of yourself. What was I saying? Oh, Power.
Lorenz
Tate is one of the GOATs. He acted his ass off. I'm just talking about just the acting too. Can we also talk about his brother, who was also the bomb? Why wouldn't the show was on and they was acting? I said, damn, they look alike. I said, they did some good ass casting.
I mean, it's like they did some good ass casting.
I see you, Courtney Kemps. She heard me talking about her and her man, too bit. And then she said, bitch, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. And then he was like, I think they are. I was like, oh, know. Like, I knew his brother acted, but I guess I couldn't put a face to them. And I was like, well, they do look alike. Then they came out on Terrence J. Wax show talking about their brothers. I said, shut the noise. They did that.
Yeah. They had some good acting there.
I was just, honestly, from Lorenz Tate doing that, before I didn't think I would be interested in a Lorenz Tate spinoff, but I would be interested in the Lorenz Tate spinoff on where he goes next with, like, winning governor, like, navigating in that space, bringing his brother into it, the family into it, maybe dabbing a little bit in Lorenz Tate past. Like, I wouldn't be against that. Before, I didn't think I wanted it. But after seeing, like, the dynamics at play, I'm kind of for it.
Gotcha.
What you think?
Yeah, I'll be excited for it. I think the other thing is that there was a couple leak episodes being floated around. I missed the link. We could have been talking about it now.
Where the links at? Like, just be on
Twitter.
the Insta. Child, I am too much of an old millennium to click any random link so they can steal my whole ass identity. Y'all clicking links out there?
Baby, you know there's different websites you can put it in and they click it for you.
Okay. Not for it.
Okay.
But I just thought the whole episode was good. So, spoiler alert, this is not just from 2 weeks ago, so y'all late anyway. Lorenz Tate ain't do it, but guess what? That nigga won. That is the theme of the one episode. Lorenz Tate is a winner.
He's the most luckiest man on
He's
earth.
the luckiest. But don't you know people like that?
Yeah.
That you be like, damn, everything you touch turn to go, huh? Or like, no matter what, sometimes I'm trying to, Lord, make me a blessing like that.
You sit next to a person like
have.
that.
What'd you say?
You sit next to Nero.
Well, hey, you can maybe talk about it more because sometimes I'll be like, Lord, just keep me lifted, keep me near the cross. But he basically, that's a summary of the episode. Like, everything he touched just completely turned around and won. He came from Ramona ass. He came from that girl who booty he was slapping in the air. He came for everybody. Everybody. And anything he could want to avenge. Ghost even got. He didn't even want Ghost to get got no more. Got. What else you think about that episode, Nero?
And Cedric Entertainer got killed.
Can we talk about the brilliance of Cedric the Entertainment in that whole? Cedric did that. That black boy did that. Can we talk about black man love of the son?
Yeah.
And how I loved them together.
Black daddies.
Black daddies.
And black sons.
And black sons.
That's the
I mean,
research.
I know they was killers. I'm going to suspend disbelief for a minute. Like, let's hope black sons and black daddies ain't killers. But everything outside of them being killers, how much was I there for them for?
You was here for all of the community.
Oh my God. I was there for the accents. I was there for the hats. I was there for the old schools. I was there for the relationships. I was there for the hugs, the cries. I was there for all of that. I love Cedric's entertainer.
Killed my daddy.
You killed my daddy. He almost said my pappy. I was one back to life with Bernie Mac. He the pappy?
He the pappy. I the pappy.
I's the pappy? I was here for that. Honestly, probably wouldn't. I probably still like Tommy's the best, but this is a close second.
Yeah, Tommy episode was by far the best.
Tommy's still, well, Tommy put in his work, right? Like, of course it should be, but this is a very close. Like, this episode was worth it too. Like, maybe we should just started with it because Paz and Dre episode wasn't worth it.
No, it was so whack.
Like, if we should have started with Tommy and then we kind of hit the Lorenz Tate. I think we would have been on a roll. What you think?
No, because I still would have been like, Paz episode was boring.
No, I'm saying we don't need it.
No, we didn't
take
need
out
it.
Paz, take out Dre, or have the episode with them combined.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Condense that shit down. So start off with, what's his name? Who am I thinking? Start with Tommy, then do Tate, and then Super Bowl Sunday. This Sunday, they could have did a combined episode with Dre and Paz. So that way, if you watch the Super Bowl, you ain't miss shit. And then next week is the final episode.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a better reordering.
I think
for
so.
folks to kind of stay engaged.
So,
because niggas was mad when no episode today.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody care about who even playing in the football again.
49ers and
I should know
Kansas
that.
City.
Oh, that's like our state.
Yes.
Who cares? Y'all niggas still standing for football?
Yes, they do.
Honestly, only way I would go to parties if they had good spinach dip. And I'm really grown, so I'll make it myself.
That's what I'm saying. Can't nobody make it like you.
Child, I make a bomb spinach dip. You know what I really want?
What?
I want some of that buffalo chicken dip. I might go, oh shit, I was gonna order some lemon pepper wings. I probably shouldn't do that.
No, unless you're gonna wait 2 hours to get it.
You niggas ain't start eating yet. I can't order that like
Actually,
6.
what time is it?
Yeah.
The game just started, so you might be able to.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't get in before everybody should have their food, shouldn't they?
Yeah.
I can't slide in before halftime.
Yeah,
It's like I
yeah,
either need to do it before halftime or after halftime.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm going to eat. But all right. That's all I got. Shout out to Power. Lorenz Tate. Damn, he's still fine. I remember having a crush on him when I was like 10.
Really?
And I'm like grown now.
You risk it all for him?
Lorenz Tate, I don't know if I'll risk it all. I'll probably lie it all.
You what?
Lie. Just lie. What? It's the truth. You know, some of us, you just risk it all. I'm like, yeah, I did it. Fuck it. Lorenz Tate, I don't know. The way he was slapping her booty, I don't know. I feel like he'll lie too. We both be lying. And I don't even want to lie. I don't like lying about stuff like that. But yeah, me and Lorenz, we probably lie about it.
Oh, okay.
Just telling the truth. Who's your risk it all?
Sanaa Lathan.
Really?
Yep.
You do got a crush on her, don't you? I had to think about my risk it all. I don't know if I have necessarily a risk it all. I don't know, honey. It's so many. You know, as you get older as a woman, your expectations shift so much, honey. So it had to be worth the risk. Put it that way. I'm sorry. I'm sitting here thinking about it now.
What's worth the risk?
Money.
Okay.
Time. Bomb dick. Smell good. Good teeth. Like, you know, I just get pettier as I get older.
Oh, good teeth.
Good teeth.
Flappers or
I
braces?
really don't care.
Oh.
Just good teeth.
Or Invisalign.
Good teeth.
Okay.
Good personality, little Lord. Like, it just have to be the whole package. That's what I'm saying. You know, who knows who I'm describing? Obama?
Okay.
Why are you laughing?
Okay.
I'm just saying, an age, child, what's that, anywhere between 21 and 55? I don't know.
So you risk it all for President Obama?
Yeah. I mean, but I would lie for him, though. How I'm going to say I ain't only going to lie and name two niggas. National security. It's for the country. What? What?
Okay.
Going back to Liz on the song, she said, "Cause I loved you." She was like, "I used to be a hoe, but I don't want to be a hoe no more." That's one of the lyrics. She said, "That's because I love you." I hit the ground. She said, "I used to be a hoe, and I don't want to hoe no more, cause I love you." I need somebody to walk down the aisle to that.
Really?
Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, do you got the song there? Where's your phone at?
I ain't got the stuff to plugged up. Let me see.
Oh, you near I'm bulling. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That because I think that's her title track.
Yeah, I'm crying because I love you.
Because I'm crying, but you gotta listen to the lyrics. When she said I was a hoe, I don't want to hoe no more. You know I get joy from that. I love when people tell the truth. And you talking about these weddings? Tell the truth. That's gonna be my recommendations. I need some brides to walk down the aisle to this. Forget Here Comes the Bride in Western society. Come on down here to Lizzo, cause I love you. And it got the dramatics of the piano. And when the piano is it playing? Yeah, that's what the bitches come down the aisle to. And then the doors open, and you in your dress. It should be your black dress. See, she said, "What the fuck are feelings? I never felt them before." This is true.
What the fuck are feelings for? Once upon a time, I was a hoe.
I told you.
Don't even want to be that no more.
Told you.
Once upon a time, I was a hoe. I don't even want a hoe no more.
This is what Heifer should be walking down the aisle to. If I could redo it, I would do it. And y'all better not crack a smile. You better say I'm still beautiful. Nir, what'd you say if I walked down the aisle and that song started playing?
I just laughed and said, okay.
What you mean you start laughing?
Look, you're a black woman. You had a right to choose your song.
The thing is, I think it'd take an old heads a minute for them to connect to, because I think it's dramatic. And it's like, oh, wow, this is a really dramatic song. But you have to, the words have to be very clear. I wish I almost had a PowerPoint.
To go along with it.
Yeah, like so people know everything is mindful and intentional.
I'm crying because I love you. Because I don't even want to hold no more.
I mean, that's real. Ain't that when you're walking down the aisle, the emotion it evokes? Why was Safari and Erica Mena crying?
Because they ain't want to hold no more?
Come on. Because they what?
They love each other.
Come on. Lizzo. That's the song. We talking about hair tossing. That is the song.
Hair toss, check.
Oh, my God. This song starting to make me cringe. It's just like that girl who be talking about Havana.
Oh, Havana.
Oh my God! Shut up! Isn't she Cuban too?
Yeah,
that's the Cubans mad. Every time they hear that song, it'll make their skin crawl.
No, I don't think so.
Every time I hear hair toss, it's getting there. It used to just be the the flute. Hair toss. I'm like, oh.
I didn't even know that song had a flute solo.
Oh. Maybe it didn't. I remember seeing the flute for the Grammys. It runs together. Like that and Truth Hurts all run together.
I thought it was Truth Hurts that she always bring the flute up.
Those are the same songs to me.
And the flute be coming from the sky.
Yeah, same
I'll be
songs.
fascinated like where the flute be coming from.
I would drop it.
Like sometimes it comes from like the sky. Like sometimes it comes from the floor up.
Oh, so going back to the Grammys, backtracking a little bit. You know who did a really good performance?
What?
Little Nas X.
Yeah.
Little Nas X did it with him, Billy Ray. They did it that Yoda boy who at Walmart.
Yeah.
He had a solo.
And the Chinese guys.
Can y'all help me? Can someone email me? Because I'm going to sound real Trump-like. I'm going to sound like a real MAGA. MAGA? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Magnet. I do not get the hype of like, what is it called? K-pop.
Yeah, Korean pop.
I do not, but no, particularly not Koreans who sing pop music. K-pop, the genre K-pop, terrifies me.
Why?
Because it don't seem like all of those folks who they're in the sucking place. So for y'all don't know, K-pop is like what was to us in the late 90s, early 2000s, like Backstreet Boys and like all of them, but Asianified, meaning that there is no room for error. No. So, you know, when they're in syncing them, they used to always fuck up, right? They be inconsistent and shit, missing beats. K-pop don't miss a beat. That's one thing I would say. Ain't no beats being missed. Ain't nobody off tone. Ain't nobody off beat. Ain't no hair out of place. Everything is in place. And when I tell you media trained, beyond media trained, right? Like they're on the 10th degree. But whenever you see them, I get super anxious for them. And like any moment I want to be like, do you need help? You don't think that, Nero?
Yeah, and they actually
that's what worries about me.
They had a documentary about that, like how
intense they are,
how regimented K-pop is. It's almost like
it's terrifying.
You know how they do the Russian. You know how what I'm trying to say. You remember Rocky and Rocky fought that Russian guy.
You're like a robot? Yeah, I can believe any of them could be robots because there's not a hair out of place.
Yes.
Like it's almost a loss of humanity, and it's very strange. And I be seeing people who be liking them, and I only know one black girl who say they like it. I'm like, girl, you said everything I need to know. But it was just like, and the thing is, these boys, sometimes girls in the group, so I'm really not as familiar with the girl groups as I am with the male groups. Like they can sing too. Like they can. I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all have a love for K-pop because every time they come on that screen, I get terrified. Yeah. Anyway, what else we gonna talk about?
I guess the last thing is just, I wasn't doing this whole deep dive about Kobe, but I just want to say RP. I know it's been some time. And, it's very tragic the way that happened, and just to know that, life is fragile. And like one of the things I think I wrote on my IG is that, you know what, like hold no grudges and just live life because life is so damn fragile. And you think about those 9 people who died in that helicopter, like they had plans out there. They helicopter ride, like they had a whole day's plan. They had a whole week plan, month plan, and it was just gone. Like they left home, and then they didn't come back. Yeah. They had family, they had whole ass families, brothers, sisters, wives, husbands, kids, and shit. They left home and didn't come back. Yep. And just life is just fragile, and then it's one of those things of like when you think about it. We all use like these death machines to get to places. I'm talking about cars, airplanes, helicopters, and things of that sort. We all use like these death machines and really don't even think much of it. But like these are things that could kill us at any time.
Child, you got to get back to basics. I'm just thinking the Lord Grand Architect, whoever you be talking to for basic stuff, for just getting you where you supposed to be safely. Right. And again, I think Kobe's just amplified because of his impact and who he was. But like folks die every day, and sometimes we forget that. Yeah. And we need to be reminded. And hopefully this is a little bit more lingering than it is. I think that's the hard part about like media cycles and stuff that, folks move on. And it's like it's nothing ever happened. But I know I particularly always take this. I've always execute this at work. Like, even when stuff be going on for work, y'all know I be complaining about it, child. I don't let that get to me that much, right? Like, really using that as a way to reground and recenter and be reconnected too. But also what I don't like when folks, though, is use this as a guilt trip. And people like, well, you need, Kobe done lost his daughter and they done lost all of this. You better appreciate yours. Like, well, wait.
Nah.
What if you're trash?
Yeah.
we're keeping our same distance, right? We're keeping our healthy distance from toxicity, right? Too. So I think people, especially brown people, tend to use that too as an excuse. We use that as an excuse for toxicity in your life, and I don't think that has to be an excuse.
The other thing is that because I'm looking at parts of the game now, is that the Chiefs and the 49ers both of the teams lined up on the 24-yard line and did a moment of silence for Kobe and the 8 others who died in the car crash.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But I don't know, Niram, what do you think about more of the guilt when it comes around that?
You know, black people got to get away with this shit. Because, like...
Or what's the difference? Like, what's the difference from keeping your family near and dear, right, and holding no grudges, but also keeping distance when toxicity comes into play? Now, that's the hard part. That's what you got to go therapy for.
Hey. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
But I think that's the thing, right? Is that's the toxicity that comes along with it. But like, well, you know, you got to love your mama a little bit more because you know Kobe died, and it's like, people mamas die every time,
Come on,
every day.
Yeah.
So like that has nothing to do with that. Like, yeah, like the death of Kobe has affected me, but if you still toxic as fuck, like you still need a distance.
That don't shift.
Yeah.
How I'm feeling about you.
Yeah.
But I sometimes think that does.
But also
muddled.
I also think that, you know, that might be also need to be a reframing of that person being like, instead of being toxic, hey, like Kobe died, I want to be around you more. Yeah. Like, how can we spend time? How can we mend our relationship versus being like, well, you know, you need to take care of me. You only got,
you know, black people favorite line, you only got one mama, one daddy, yeah, and they both trash. Like, what do you
Exactly.
But that's the difference between the new, and maybe we could talk about this next week. That's the difference between like usually our parents' generation or our elder generation compared to the millennials and stuff, because they have this survivor remorse and guilt that they have from their elders that I would say our Generation Z don't have.
No.
Like we're okay for hitting the decline button.
Yes.
And going about our business. But by us hitting the decline button and going by our own business, something else has come up, and it says that the millennial generation is going to be the largest orphaned elder generation. And that's something I've been reading on, just diving deeper and deeper on. An orphan elder meaning no kids, like only child, no parents, like your husband died. And at the highest rate it is black females. So they're meaning you're going to be in your 70s, your spouse is probably going to be dead, you decided not to have any kids, your parents have passed, you're the only child, so you don't have any brothers, sisters, nieces, or nephews, right? So then you have no other true immediate family. And like, what does life look like for you in this 5th chapter of it? And how do you navigate through that space compared to other generations where it's a lot of folks kind of around you? And it was a sense of, oh, well, you know, you got to take care of so and so. But that's not necessarily the same philosophy we have. So we're changing on what that, like, what is that part of life called? Like that 5th chapter of life, like retirement and beyond looks like. What you think about? Should we talk about that more later in the week? Orphan elders.
Yes, I think we need to do like a deeper dive on that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because I think I'm heading that way. Go ahead, round us all up, Nira.
So as always, to submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, we got that website, blacklovematters.com. We got that SoundCloud, and we got that voicemail, and that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.